Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the high grade Gyancelot from Gundam Build's Fighter Tri, or to be specific, Gundam Build Fighters Tri Island Wars. Now I believe the OVA or episode is not out yet, but the kits, or not all of them, but well, some of them are out. Now I got this kit right away on the release date, and I finished building it yesterday, and I'm making a review of it today. So, right off the bat, the Gyancelot is based on the mobile suit called Gyan, and this kit is also based from the high-grade Universal Sentry Gyan Revive. A lot of people were asking me to compare this kit with the Gyan Revive. As much as I would like to do that, but at the same time I am very sorry because I don't have the Gyan Revive, because those who know me, I'm a Earth Federation supporter, so I don't really buy that much Xeon kits for high grades. So I am terribly sorry, but I am planning on to get another Build Fighters series high grade, and yeah, maybe when I get that I will compare it with this. Now, a lot of stuff you can see that's kind of new. The head's new, the arms, shoulders, I think even the body is a bit different, and the feet, I think. Now, let's see, what we should, I guess, talk about what you get first. Now, before I get down to the, stuff that's related with the kit, here's some interesting stuff. Now, once you're done building this kit, you have some leftover parts. I didn't cut these off because I was kind of lazy. Now these are all the parts, what I'm assuming are for the parts for the Gyan Revive. I mean, polycaps, you use all of them except for one that looks like that's used for the neck. So, okay. And yeah, we get some extra parts for the head, one hand, and for the feet, and for the backpack boosters. So, for those who are actually asking me some questions about this kit, if this is based on the Gyan Revive, and I think the answer is yes. Now to the kit. What you get from the kit is, of course, the HG Gyancelot itself. You get one shield. I think this is the same shield for the Gyan Revive. You get two, well, excluding the shield, which is also a weapon, you get two more. You get the traditional, or not traditional, but one of the main gimmicks of the Gyan, his beam saber, I think. I forgot what it's called, but if there's a different official name for this, please let me know. And here's the interesting part of this kit, or interesting weapon. You get this spear looking thing. And to be honest, I really like how the design is, but I'm not sure how it's supposed to use this. I'm not sure if this is like there's gonna be like a beam coming out of this, or this itself is like a blade. Now you get two options for this, for the head part. I usually leave it with this, but they give you an option for a closed version of it. So if you want to make it look like more of a spear looking thing instead of like a staff, that's your option. And the good thing about this is that the way you interchange it, instead of a small round point, a round part, you get this eye shape, so it won't spin and like be wobbly, and it's a firm connection, so it won't fall off easily. So it's a firm connection, there's nothing shaking at all. Now I'm pretty sure at this point everybody's aware, or should know, that the gold, this is not the gold color, this is that cheese yellow color where everybody really hates. I think this is the same color that's used for the cycle frame for the normal Banshee, not the normal Banshee, just yellow parts. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna color this. Now, to be honest, I wasn't about to color this as well, so I was when I bought this kit, I was trying to buy a gold color Gundam marker. Problem is, they were all sold out, so I was out of options, so I just went for it. But it's not for me. I'm kind of used to this, so, and I'm not really that picky with the gold, except for, well, this is kind of cheesy yellow, but still, it's not as bad as you think if you're open-minded. So I'm gonna swap this back out because I prefer this. Now, I'm pretty sure this is like similar to the Xeon symbol. Now on to the kit. As you can see, the Gyancelot even referring from the name, you can know that this is based on the knight concept. And another, for me, I guess the selling point of this kit would be the overall knight design and the way how they use the clear parts. Now you get 3 clear parts. 2 are these pieces that looks like a cape effect, and 1 that goes on the head. Now I seen the trailer and I was really stunned how the Gyancelot made its appearance on the trailer. It was like just fantastic. I never felt like overwhelmed by a knight concept, mobile suit to be this amazing. And when I first saw Build Fighters try, I didn't really like the character who uses the who's gonna use this kit, and the female character. But overall, yeah, she's not. Despite that, I still like the design of the kit. Okay, let's actually get into the main kit itself. Now, those might be wondering about the gold parts on the kit. Those are anything that's gold. The glossy gold is a sticker. The chest piece is a sticker. The shoulders are a sticker. Those are stickers. Sorry about that. Even on the feet are stickers. To be more specific, here is the sticker sheet. Now you can see I forgot one's white section piece, but it's supposed to go like about here where the cockpit is, but because of it's almost the same color, it doesn't really make a big difference. Even on the instruction manual, it doesn't really look that obvious. So I'm gonna skip that head. So goodbye sticker sheet, and let's get on to the kit. For articulations, it's kind of better. I was expecting a little bit to be, since it's gonna be bulky, it's not gonna be easy, but it's better than I thought. By the way, you can take off these clear parts if you want, but I'm gonna leave it on because, which was another selling point. Now the head, it's an entirely different new head, because if the spare pieces I showed you, you can actually make another Gyan head with it. The only thing you lack is the monolith sticker. So the head, a very nice looking knight concept design. So you can move it down like that, like it's deactivated, or up like that. That's, I think, without the clear effect. Let me see. Oh, okay. I hope they didn't leave a scratch. And without it, looks like, yeah, you can go a little bit more because of the clear these parts. It might hinder the movement, but I don't think there's not gonna be much time or situation where you would actually use the head and do like various poses. For spinning or rotating the head, I think this is all you get because of the design, and there's these parts that kind of blocks off the movement of the kit. The head can't spin, and it basically just clamps. It gets hindered, so you can't spin. So let's say about 30 degrees or 40 degrees is the maximum you can move the head. Yeah. So no 360, spinning. The body, I think the body is also kind of different. Now, as I mentioned, I don't have the Gyan Revive, so I'm terribly sorry. Let's see. I believe the body is able to move 360 entirely. Yep, if the legs can move like that, there shouldn't be a problem. And I say this is like on a double ball joint. What I mean is that basically you build the body and there's another separate piece you connect it with a ball joint, and then connecting to these hip, there's another ball joint here. So there's like 2 ball joints here, there's one here and there's one in here. So I'm not sure if it's really meant for flexibility or anything, but it doesn't really have that much effect. It doesn't really go up, I mean front and back and thing. But instead of being a one solid piece, I think it is a better option. I think we should show the back as well. Now the back, I believe that the Gyan Revive has this backpack booster thing, but this one has this cape and this, I forgot, these are supposed to be fuel canisters for the thrusters, but I don't know how this works in this one. You get basically, while you're building this, before you connect the backpack here, it's okay, but because of this, it becomes kind of back heavy. or it could be back heavy, or it could be because of the feet. I will get into that later. Oh, by the way, that's also a sticker. So if you can get a Gundam marker or for gold color or paint, go for it. I think that would be a better option because some stickers were kind of tricky to stick on, and it's already falling apart. The clear pieces, you can just pull it out and detach them, and they can go like up and down like that, and they're on a ball joint, not a polycap ball joint, but like a plastic ball joint thing. So you can move them like this a little bit. It can go any part you want, as long as you don't get stuck by these parts or the shoulder. And this can also move up and down. Now for the shoulders, it can technically, since this is a Revive based kit, it's supposed to be able to go like the shoulder should be able to go front like that. Because of how bulky the shoulders are, it doesn't really make that much of a big difference. But you can move the shoulders like this, so it does kind of make it awkward in a way. So the Gyancelot, I think it might have some limitations of doing some some extreme poses. The arms, since I guess this is called what you guys call double joints. I don't think I've really used this term before, but yes, this is like a double joint kit, and without the backpack, it should be able to go 360. Or I guess it can almost, but it will get hindered. So if you wobble it around properly, you can do it. But for me, this is the best I can. And one thing about the hands. Now, assuming by the parts leftovers, the hands are not exactly the same as the Gyan. This one are just standard normal hands where any high grade will ever have. The thing is, I believe the Gyancelot, he has this fencing pose, so he's able to bend his wrist even more to make it so when he's holding the beam saber, it can actually go face front like that. But this one, not possible. Alright, I'm gonna get to the shield later. Now, finally, the legs. I'm not sure about the legs, to be honest. I'm not sure if they're the exact same, but the feet I believe, are different. The knees, I'm not really sure. Sorry about that, I keep sniffing. Now the feet, by the way, the front skirt armor is like basically one piece, so there's not much articulation on the side skirts. I mean, yeah, on the hips as well, not even the sides, so don't expect too much. So because of that, going front, that's all you're gonna get. Well, as I say, no kit is perfect, but as a kit that's supposed to be a knight concept, I believe that makes kind of sense, because if you see a full armor knight, there's not going to be much movements or articulations. For the back, it can go that much. Bending, this is I think is what you call a double joint, so bending can go a lot. So maybe if you can modify these front and side skirts, you can have even more movement. Now about the feet, here's the thing. I think this is the different part for the normal Gyan, but I'm not sure if this is like normal. But the way how the design, there's not much back support. I mean, once you put it on, it's supposed to be okay. But somehow, because of that backpack seems a bit heavy, it will keep falling down. But if you do it properly, it will stand. But time to time, there will be times that this will try to fall back because of how much surface area there is on the back part of the feet. And since this is a back heavy kit, I think, because of the stuff. Even without the beam effect parts, I tried and it's still a bit heavy. So yeah, well, it's not terrible, but if you know what you're doing, you won't have any problems. You can also detach the backpack, but it's not on like polycaps, it's more like plastic, so it may require some risk. You don't want to break it. If you don't want to break anything, just leave it as it is. Alright, now we've seen most of everything. Now we'll see with our weapons one more time. But for the shield, this shield I believe is like the famous trademark for the Gyan. Now the thing is, I was somehow thinking that you'd be able to store this beam saber, especially just the handle, into the shield, but because that's what the master grade is capable of, but this one is not. So oh well. Another thing, this is pretty unique, and I wasn't really expecting too much. I thought this would be it, but what you can do is, according to the manual, I'll try to do this as the manual tells you. You slide it down like that. It sort of clips in, but doesn't have that clicking noise. You slide it down like that, and then you open up like that, so it you know, a 90-degree bend, and then you pull up, and then there's this sliding mechanism showing up, and then a little bit more actually, and then you face it forward, and then you reattach it to the arm, and there you go. You are able to pose the shield in front as if it is firing its as well. Sorry about that. Another time limitation on my camera. I'll say that again. Now you are able to, because of that gimmick, you are able to make the shield go face forward, so it's as if it looks like it's firing weapons from its shield, like grenades and missiles and whatever you call those. Now, I guess I should show the beam sword first. Now you only get two sets of hand. These two open hands, one for the left, one for the right. There is another hand, but it requires another piece to be used, and they don't give that piece because it's supposed to be the hand for the original Gyan Revive. So yeah, if you have an extra joint for the wrist for the Gyan Revive, you can actually make another hand for this one. So I'm gonna go with the beam sword handle. Now all you need to do is take off the hand, split them in two, and then reattach it to here, like most kits. And you just need to reattach it. As I said, this doesn't have that gimmick, so it can't do that fencing pose, whatever you call it. But it's a nice touch. I wasn't really expecting this to to come with this kit, but even in the instruction manual it mentions to build one. So okay, I'm fine with that. And also you only get one beam saber effect part as well for this. So yeah, very nice, and I really like the stuff they give you with. Of course, it is kind of, I don't know, it could be sometimes annoying to do this every single time. For me, I'm not gonna use the beam saber. I'm gonna use the spear or staff mostly. Now here's the thing, the instruction manual mentions, now it would have been nice if you would be able to attach the hand on the middle where it's kind of bulky, but that's not possible. Well, I guess this is also your choice. You can do it like this, but in the instruction manual they mention you to place it here under the bulky part. It's really your choice, but for me, I think for posing, this is a better option. Another thing that I sort of haven't, I don't know, maybe this would have been fine or better. Now here's the staff. I know a lot of people are hating this color, but I was kind of wishing it would be a little bit longer so this part can actually reach the ground. It is kind of awkward, but of course I think if you're holding the top part that's possible, but at the same time it's gonna still look awkward in a way. So I was really hoping for this to be a bit longer, but oh well. Now for some poses, as I mentioned, I usually pose my kits like the way how it's on the box, so I'm gonna return the shield as it was supposed to be. Now returning back to its normal state is easy. Oh, by the way, for the shield attachment, all you need to do is slide the handle in here and then attach it to the arm. You don't need to detach anything. You just need to slide it in. So, it's a very nice kit design. For this, even though there's not much, movement than you think, it's still a very, very good kit. If you're really into knight concept designs, oh, here we go. You can actually bend it a little frontward, so it doesn't really fall off that easily. Or if you're really a big fan of like a knight concept, if I had to choose samurais between a samurai or a knight, I go for a knight. Basically, that's the kind of person I am. Now, this kit isn't perfect as well. And I will always mention this, no kit is perfect, and when you buy a kit you also need some luck, because some kits will have a certain issue and others won't, even though it's the same kit. Now when you try to pose it like this, it's gonna be back heavy. So if you, I don't know, some people controls, what I've been trying is to like position the capes in different angles so it won't fall off, but because of the feet it's kind of difficult and it's kind of still wobbly. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this was the review of the high grade Gyancelot from Gundam Build Fighters Tri Island Wars. This is a great kit. If you don't have the Gyan Revive and you still like want like a different version of it, go for this. Or if you're a big fan of the Gyan, you can also go for this kit. I would basically recommend this anybody. Oh, one thing I should mention for the head. Now you only get one mono eye sticker, and the mono eye doesn't move. So the instruction manual tells you to put the sticker right exactly in the middle, and I think that is a better option. Oh boy, this guy is difficult to pose. There we go. So yeah, that was, I think that's all the stuff I should mention. So this was the review of the high grade Gyancelot. Recommended for anybody, especially fans of Zeon or the Gyan series. So hope you liked my video. Hope this video was informative. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like my videos, give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. I have more kits to buy and more kits to build. So stay tuned and wait for more updates. So this was Charlie426, and see you guys next time.